I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekar Kodash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and say peace, mercy, and blessings to all the hopeful elect, to all called Bakarium, all called Aradazah, which means to all the elect, all throughout the world. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means he exists, or he is to be. The true name of the Son is Yahushai, which means he is the deliverer. And we are the biblical Hebrews, all right? The 12 tribes, according to the Bible. Today, modern times, we're being called by proverbs and by bywords, and we're being called these terms, to mock us and also to conceal our true identity or nationality as being, the people of the lost 12 tribes of Israel, so that Esau can uphold his lie, right? The so-called Negroes, African Americans, colored people, Haitians, Jamaicans, West Indians, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Latin Hispanics, Dominicans, Cubans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, so forth and so on. We're those people. Okay, when you read about the Hebrews, that went through the Red Sea with Moses, that's the 12 tribes. Today, according to biblical prophecy, we'll be scattered, and Israel and Judah will be oppressed together. So all tribes are in captivity unto this day. Okay, and the self-proclaimed white man, Europeans, Caucasians, okay, according to the Bible, they have a biblical nationality, which is Esau, okay, or Edom, or Idumea. When you read about Esau and Jacob, that's the wicked twin brother of Jacob. Jacob's name was changed into Israel, okay, and they have been the arch enemy of the nation of Israel ever since they lost the birthright to Jacob. See, that's what this is all about. They're trying to get back the birthright, but it's not going to work because the Most High is already set up in the spirit to where it belongs to the children of Israel, and so this lesson comes from InfoWars, all right, my man, Mr. Hicks, Mr. Bill. And as you can see, greater least of the flock and Babylon's holy war, okay, which these are both the seed of Edom. These are both the seed of Edom, all right? The people in the Holy Land, they're the seed of Amalek. The people in Babylon, they Edom, which Amalek is like the chief tribe of Edom. Okay, so I'm going to play this video, and I got some precepts, and I pray that this be edifying.
A recent video going viral shows Israel's finance minister saying that the Jewish state must extend into Jordan, Lebanon, Egypt, Syria, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia. But he's been saying this for over a year.
Look, the Jordanians, for starters, did not like the statement, but even less the setting of the stage, with Smotrich giving the statement it gave the address on the podium was a map of Greater Israel that includes parts of modern-day Jordan, and that's what got Amman to blast the statement. They said that Smotrich's actions constituted an act of reckless incitement as well as a violation of international norms and the peace agreement between Israel and Jordan. The deputy speaker of Jordanian parliament took it a step further, calling on the Jordanian military to, quote, take up arms, and saying that all options should be on the table for Jordan given the extremist statements.
Some Israeli soldiers wear the Greater Israel patch on their uniforms.
Right, so as you can see right there, right, that's a map of Greater Holy Land, which I have to say it like this because, we're speaking in parables, but also, we season our words with salt. We're using wisdom, because they'll take the video down, they'll take the channel down, but you can read, but there's a scripture that this goes back to, which I'm going to bring out later. It goes back to the covenant, all right, the geographical covenant that pretty much the Heavenly Father made between Abraham, and that fell upon Isaac, and it fell upon Jacob, which Jacob's name was changed into Israel. It didn't go to Ishmael, it didn't go to Esau, it didn't go to the other 6 sons of Keturah. Okay, so now you should understand why so much wars and commotion over there. And this is from Al Jazeera, which this is breaking news. Okay, 6 minutes ago. U.S. officials say no indication blank will target Persian nuclear facilities. All right, apocalyptic. Massive fire as the Holy Land, the least of the flock, strikes South Lebanon's Nabatea. Okay, so things are heating up over there in the Levant region, which is the region of the Middle East. Okay. So I'm going to go back.
Many Israelis believe it is prophesied by God, and the radical American prophecy Christians agree.
But what I'm saying is, I believe eventually our borders will extend from Lebanon to the Great Desert, which is Saudi Arabia, and then from the Mediterranean to the Euphrates. And who's on the other side of the Euphrates? The Kurds. And the Kurds are our friends. So we have the Mediterranean behind us, the Kurds in front of us, Lebanon, which really needs the umbrella of protection of Israel. And then we're going to take, I believe we're going to take Mecca, Medina, and Mount Sinai and purify those places.
See, so that's what it's about over there. That's what this is all about. I'm going to just say wars and rumors of wars. The G word comes to mind. But that's what this is all about, creating a greater, really, what is Esau, trying to offset prophecy, if you will, because that land was given unto us. And when I say us, I mean the 12 tribes, right? How Esau got this land was through, through war, through deception, the Balfour Declaration, 1947, 1948, okay, things of that nature. So I'm going to take you to Ezekiel 35. This is Ezekiel 35. And I could start at 1, but I'm going to jump down to verse 10. Right? It says, because thou hast said, these 2 nations and these 2 countries shall be mine, going into what? The northern kingdom. All right? And the southern kingdom. The southern kingdom making up Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And the first slaves came out of where? Portugal, Spain. Okay. Different parts of Europe. See, during the time of the Renaissance, when back when the self-proclaimed white man, back when they started to come back into power, Queen Elizabeth, Ferdinand, okay, Christopher Columbus, all right, 1942, he sailed the ocean blue. Okay, that's the beginning of Satan being loose for a little season, as we read about in Revelation chapter 20. Okay, so Ezekiel 35 and 10, because thou hast said these 2 nations going into what? The southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, right? Because during the so-called Dark Ages, our people tried to reclaim that land. They call it the Crusades, which was the Christians versus those Muslims, those Arabs, for war to get the land, in which, to some degree, we won some battles and, gotten that land, but it wasn't set up, all right, because we had to fall, because Esau had to come back into power, and also the northern kingdom, our brothers, were not over there, okay? So we fell, and now what? Esau possesses the Holy Land, and he also possesses New Canaan, which is the New World, which is America, and the islands thereof. That's the 2 nations he possessed, okay? Because thou hast said, these 2 nations and these 2 countries shall be mine. So Edom, he possessed the New World, man. The West, which is America, that's Esau, okay? And the Holy Land. They possess that right now, meaning they're in control of it. All right, and if Jake is living there, they're not running things there. Esau is, and that goes back to the blessing that Isaac bestowed upon Esau. Okay, and I'm not going to get it. I'm just going to quote it: that he shall, that his dwelling shall be of the fatness of the earth, and that he shall live by the sword. Him living by the sword, dealing with what? Him relying heavily on his military might, and blood being as nothing in his eyes. That's why under this man's rulership in his kingdom, there's constant wars, commotions, explosions, death. Okay? When you go to Revelation chapter 6, and I believe it's verse 4, it calls him the red horse. Red dealing with Esau, Edom. As you can see, this man is not white, he's red. And the horse dealing with power, dealing with his power structure, man. So Esau came into power, and what did he do? He took peace from the earth, and he was given a great sword that they should kill one another. And that's going into his constant wars, man. Okay? So I'll read it again. Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries, the Holy Land in America, and also all the tribes, okay, shall be mine, and we will possess it. Whereas Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai was there, right? Because the Most High cares for his people, all right? And wherever the Israelites are, that's Jerusalem. See, Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, okay? And verse 11. Therefore, as I live, said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai power, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. And what did Esau do? He killed us with the sword. Okay? Just like it. So what must happen to him? It's only right that he be put down with the sword, man. This is Genesis chapter 9 and verse 6. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed, for in an image of the Most High, right, the Allahayim, which goes into Yahushua and the elect, all right? But it was through the Heavenly Father Yahweh, made he man, you see? So the Most High used his son Yahushua and the elect to create man, but then he made Esau to be what? A shedder of blood, all right? A warmonger, pretty much, a murderer. And that goes back to Cain, okay? And this also ties in with Revelation 13 and 10. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Okay, so the same punishment you put on us, you said raised it. You rejoiced at the destruction, 70 AD, okay? Which you have a saying called hip hip hooray, okay? Okay, so supposedly Hep Hep derives from the medieval Latin acronym Jerusalem, as perdita means Jerusalem is lost. Okay, and that goes back to the spirit of Esau, man. I'm going to segue in the precept here. This is Psalms 137. And verse 7. Remember, O Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, meaning destroy it, burn it down, tear it down. They were rejoicing at the destruction of us, man, of our nation, of our temple, of our people, even to the foundation thereof. And that saying, hip hip hooray, goes back to it, meaning what? Jerusalem as perdita, meaning Jerusalem is lost. So they always rejoiced over at us, as conquering at us, taking over our cities, burning us down. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing at your destruction. How the hell you put on us, you're going to get repaid that back times 2 and double. Okay, just like it says in Revelation, do unto her double. Okay, back in Ezekiel 35 and 11. Therefore, as I live, said Yahweh Shem El Shai Power, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. So, yeah, Yahweh Shem El Shai is going to use us, okay, by the hand of his people to lay judgment on Edom. All right, and you're going to go head first into captivity. We're going to rejoice at your fall, and guess what? We're going to possess your land, okay? And to prove that, this is Isaiah 14, starting at 1. Israel's taunt. We're going to taunt you, man. Okay? For Yahweh Shem El Shai will have mercy on Jacob, which we're taunting you now, and will yet choose Israel, right? Because Jacob's name was changed into Israel, right? Meanings, and the Hebrew word there, or the Lashon Kodash, is Yashar Allah, and that means he is the prince of the power, okay? And set them in their own land, which the land that you stolen from us over there, the Holy Land, okay? That's our land. That's not your land, right? And it will prove that it's the constant war, the constant tension, okay? The back and forth between Persia and the least of the flock. You see, you just had Persia sending what? Ballistic missiles into the Holy Land, man. Okay? Back in Isaiah 14 and 1, and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. The strangers are the Israelite foreigners. Okay? They're gonna cleave. All Israel's gonna come back together. Pretty much, they're gonna cleave no matter how they look on the outward. Okay? Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. So we're gonna go back with people. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh Shem El Shai for servants and handmaids. So we're going to go back to our own land with servants and handmaids. Okay? And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. So we were the captives of Esau. You put us in captivity. We're going to take your ass back to our land as captives, and you're going to serve captivity. And they shall rule over their oppressors, and we're going to rule over you. Okay? And it shall come to pass in that day, in the day, that Yahweh Shem El Shai shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. So we're going to be given rest from bondage, from sorrow, from fear, from captivity, from you. Right now, you devils don't have that over there. You live in fear. You're surrounded by enemies. All right, all those nations are gearing up to go against you. They're putting their differences aside. All right, you have different Arab nations over there. They have differences. They're putting them aside. You have Sunni Muslims, Shiite Muslims. You know, they're putting them aside because they see what's going on. They see a common enemy. And then you also have Ezekiel 38 coming right into play with Turkey, Russia, and Iran. Okay? So, now let's get to that scripture they were bringing out in the video. This is Genesis 15 and verse 18. In the same day, Yahweh Shem El Shai made a covenant. A covenant is a contract, man. All right, you have these NBA players. They might sign a contract. In that contract, they might have some endorsements, you know, things of that nature, right? But what happened is they break the contract. They lose those endorsements. They get kicked off the team. They lose out on money. Okay? Saying, unto thy seed have I given this land from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river of Euphrates. See, this is what Esau is trying to do over there. He's trying to get all those nations out with the G word or through wars. All right, but this is going to culminate into the third woe. Okay, the Kenites and the Kenizzites and the Kadmonites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Rephaims and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Girgashites and the Jebusites, which were all Hamitic Canaanite nations. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gave us that land. So that justified the conquest of Joshua. Okay, when we went in that land, put hell on those nations, put them to death, and took that land, because that's how the Most High wanted us to get that land, through conquest, because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is a man of war. And what justified that is that those nations were in that land, all right? They were worshiping Satan, man. Okay? Doing demonic practices. And the Most High is not with that. Okay? And that's the same thing Esau is doing over that land now. This is Deuteronomy 18 and verse 9. When thou art come into the land which Yahweh Bashem Yahushua thy power giveth thee. All right, and that happened to what? During the time of Joshua. The land got divvied up between the 12 tribes. All right? Thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. Okay? And it's going to list some in verse 10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire. Now, our people was into that. All right, look at King Manasseh. Okay, one of the kings of Israel did this, man, sacrificing children to Molech. But that's not a custom, law, statute, and commandment given unto us by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's a heathen custom. Okay, the Lord told us not to do that, man. Or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. And our people were into all of this, because during this time of Saul, he put the witches out the land. You see that? So that proves our people were doing this. For all these things are an abomination to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And because of these abominations, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that power, doth drive them out from before thee. So that's what justify us taking their land. They were practicing abomination in this land. It's the holy land. Okay. So Leviticus 18 and verse 26. Actually, I'm going to start at 25. Actually, you know what? Start at 24. Just read Leviticus 18, man. It goes into bestiality. It goes into Moism, lesbianism, you know, all of that stuff, man. Adultery, right? Leviticus 18:24. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things. For in all these things the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. So these nations I just read, they were into this. All right? But these things are an abomination to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So what did he do? He rose us up, took us out of Egypt, and plucked their ass out the land by our hand. Okay? And the land is defiled, therefore do I visit the iniquity thereof upon it, and the land itself vomited out her inhabitants. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourneth among you. 27. For all these abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled. And the only way to cleanse the land was what? Through blood. Okay? That the land spew not you out also, when you defile it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you. For whomsoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the soul that committed them, shall be cut off from among their people. So this is strict, man. Okay? And our people were into these manner of abominations too, because what happened? We end up getting kicked out that land. Okay? Jake started learning the way of the heathen. Tells you that in Jeremiah 10, learn not the way of the heathen, right? This is Baruch chapter 4 and verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to Yahweh Shem Yahushai are made known unto us, right? Through what? The Bible, all right? The law, statutes, and commandments, all right? By reading this and eating the roll, you understand, how to live a life that's, honorable or pleasing to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and how to live one that's abominable in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And you learn to hate the things that the Most High hates, right? You understand that when you die, you're going to be judged for the things that are done in the body. You understand that the wages of sin is death. You understand what sin is, okay? So we're a blessed nation, man, okay? Verse 5, be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. You were sold to the nation. So we got sold into slavery, all right? Into America, right? Not for your destruction, not for our destruction. To the other nation, they're looking at us like we're through. We can never come out of this. You got the crack epidemic. You got feminism. Our households are broken. The prison system, all right? The music industry. There's so many snares and traps, and the majority of our people do fall in them, okay? And that's why the Lord had to have a remnant, man. Because if it wasn't for that remnant, we would have been surely toast, This is Isaiah 1, verse 9. Except Yahweh Shem Yahushai host, which means what? The God of armies, the power of armies, had left unto us a very small remnant, and that's the elect. All right? 144,000, 1/3, vast multitude, friends of the prophets, men, women, children, right? That's a small number compared to when you meditate that 2/3 of our nation are going to be cut down here, man. We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been likened to Gomorrah. I mean, if the Lord didn't leave us an elect, we would have been totally wiped out, man. Totally through. Okay? So, all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai that we even have a chance at this. Because we don't know we have the elect. We say we have the hopeful elect, and we're just putting our best foot forward, so to speak, man. It's Baruch 4, in verse 6, you were sold to the nations, not for your destruction. So the Most High judged us, whooped our ass as a father chastening his child, not to destroy us, not to, utterly do away with us, but because he moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies. We got delivered unto Esau. He took our land, our nationality, our language, all right? All this was beaten out of us, man. And what? We were told lies, okay? For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils. Our people were into idolatry. Everything I just read, they were doing it. Our people still do it to this day. Okay? And not to the Most High. You have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, delivered us out of Egypt. Did so many miracles for us, man. Okay? And ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you by doing what? Doing abominations in the land. Okay? So what did the Most High do? He rose up other nations such as the Assyrians. They plucked out the northern kingdom. Babylonians came, destroyed our temple, took the southern kingdom captive. Greeks came, defiled our temple, try to make our people into Greeks, try to make us stop serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The Romans came, oppressing our people, destroyed the temple. Do you see? But the good news is that, man, part of the gospel is that, what? We're getting ready to get that land back, and we're finding out that we're uncovering that. See, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is using his men, his mouthpiece, to expose Esau. All right, and his ass being found out to be a liar, man. Okay, this is Deuteronomy 33 and 29. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency. And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, right? The covering the face of the judges, the dark ages, the whitewashing, the Hollywood, the FJs, who he is, all the lies, everything is being exposed in these last days, man. All right, through the spirit of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, through the spirit of life entering in his men. All right, and them going out to the highways, standing in great boldness against such as have afflicted them. Okay, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. So right now we're doing this spiritually, tearing down all their strongholds, all their lies. When Most High raises us up with that power, we're going to get back our land. We're going to get the new covenant. Okay. And our people are actually going to come down and possess the land in its entirety. Okay. Right now, Esau, you don't possess the land in its entirety, man. This is Zechariah 9, verse 6, right? And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. So the land that you possess not, excuse me, the portion of the Holy Land that you possess now is not what the blessing that was promised to Abraham, which was to, which I'll read it again. It's Genesis 15 and 18. In the same day, Yahweh Shem Yahushai made a covenant with Abram, right? Which that means exalted father. Then Abraham, his name got changed because Abraham means a father of multitudes, or a father of many nations. Okay, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land. But what seed? Is in Isaac. In Isaac shall thy seed be called, through Jacob, or Israel. Okay, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates. Right. See, right now Esau don't possess that, man. He don't possess all the way down from the river up there. That's why he's going north to Lebanon. Do you see? He possessed that. Let's see. And as you can see, Ashdod is not too far from Tel Aviv, right over there on that coastline. Okay, this is what they want. Okay, this is the map of the greater Holy Land. Okay, but it actually goes back to the Genesis 15:18, which we just read. Which actually the children of Israel, man, we're going to possess everything. But this is going to be our quarters, our headquarters, excuse me. It's going to be HQ. And also when the children of Israel get back in the land, there will be no war. There will be not any need for war. All right, because the Most High is going to give his children spiritual power. Okay. And at first the nations, they're going to, they're going to buck up. There will be some resistance in the beginning. But once they see that resistance is futile, we can't deal with these people, their powers with them, they're going to fall right in line, right? Isaiah 2 verse 4, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into the plowshare. See, right now, is the reversal of that spirit, man. Nations are beating their plowshares into swords, because they know they need nuclear capability in order to defend themselves from the onslaught of Esau in the west. And their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. So this is going to happen when the true people get in the land. There would not be any war, because there's not going to be any need for war. Right? There will be peace. Okay. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 10. Therefore fear thy not, O my servant Jacob, 12 tribes, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Neither be dismayed, right? Because of what? This place is going to be destroyed, man. Nukes are going to be shot off. It's inevitable. Okay? You got the time of Jacob's trouble, right? Which when you read up, verses 5 through 6, verses 5 through 7, you know? So we're coming into some very dreadful times, man. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. So the Most High promised to save us from the land of our captivity, man. Okay? And Jacob shall return. We read that in Isaiah 14. Our people going to return. We're going to return with servants and handmaids, right? And shall be in rest. We're going to be in rest. When the true people get back, they're going to be rest. Okay? When the children of Israel return to the land, there will be rest. Those people over there are not resting. All right? They're not resting. It's constant wars, commotions, just like Yahushua said. In the times before his return, there will be wars and rumors of wars. And be quiet. There's nothing quiet over there. And shall make him afraid. Those people, and none shall make him afraid. So none's going to make the real people afraid when they get back over there, because it's going to be peace. It's going to be rest. It's going to be quiet. And none's going to make us afraid, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be with us. Right now over there, those people are not getting rest. Nothing is quiet through the explosions. And the Persians are making them afraid, man. They're teaming up, like I said, they're teaming up with Russia and Turkey. And all those different Arab Islamic nations are getting together too. Okay, the Carmanians, dragons of Arabia. Okay, so what he's doing, that's causing all those nations over there to unite. So they do not fit the Bible prophecy, man. You know, so I'm going to finish playing this, and Spirit give me more precepts, and I'll bring them out.
It's going to happen.
Ukrainian President Zelensky has said that he wants his country to become a big Israel. And while young Ukrainians are sacrificed for the U.S. State Department war with Russia, Jewish settlers from Israel are setting up homes in their place. We are told that Israel is defending themselves from Hamas, but a leaked telegram from Israel states that Hamas served as a useful countergroup against the PLO. In 2019, Benjamin Netanyahu said, "Anyone who wants to thwart the establishment of a Palestinian state has to support bolstering Hamas and transferring money to Hamas." The CIA, MI6, Mossad, and their intelligence counterparts have a long history of fostering terrorist groups and using them as the boogeyman to sell non-stop illegal wars.
That's the MO of Esau, man. Okay, because his blessing is the sword, and he's that red horse. You know.
In the Middle East.
And also, you know, let me bring this out, because there's a plan. Which I have this book called Fossilized Customs. It's also in this book too, this quote. It says, a third world war will occur between the political Z's, okay, and that's what this video is talking about. It's talking about the political Z's and the leaders of the Islamic world, and that's Persia and the other nations that are assembled unto them, Carmanians and dragons of Arabia, right? The war must be conducted in such a way that the Muslim Arabic world, all right, and political Z, the state of blank, mutually destroy one another. Meanwhile, the other nations, the West, Gog, Magog, etc., once more divided on this issue, will be constrained, all right, to the point of complete physical, moral, spiritual, and economical exhaustion. All right, so Esau think that's according to his plan, but really it's according to the plan of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? This is Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly. And this third woe, it's not gonna be like any war we've ever seen before, man. It's gonna be far nuclear. It's gonna be a war to end all wars. In the midst of it, Yahweh Shai is gonna come back and slay people. All right? It says in Isaiah that the slain of the Lord shall be many. It's Isaiah 9 verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. Yeah, I like to watch history pieces. You know, I like to watch shows like The Last Kingdom, Vikings Valhalla, 300, Troy. You get the idea. But when you watch those movies, that's what you hear: swords clinging, war battles. Oh, the movie Braveheart. It's a great movie. Okay, and garments rolled in blood. But this war shall be with burning and fuel of fire, nuclear. Okay, nuclear.
And do not forget that after 9/11, the United States Department of Defense planned on invading 7 countries.
I went downstairs just to say hello to some of the people on the Joint Staff who used to work for me, and one of the generals called me in. He said, "Sir, you got to come in and talk to me a second." I said, "Well, you're too busy." He said, No. He says, "We've made the decision. We're going to war with Iraq." This was on or about the 20th of September. I said, "We're going to war with Iraq. Why?" He said, "I don't know." So I came back to see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, "I just got this down from upstairs," meaning the Secretary of Defense's office today, and he said, "This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran."
Israel and the United States continue to bomb Lebanon, murdering countless civilians, shooting young children in the head, and pushing closer to a war with Iran, a war that will inevitably pull Russia into the conflict. Why this is all
Goes into what? Ezekiel 38, man. Okay. Call all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. The Lord's gonna be back sooner than we think. And Scripture says, you know, when these things come to pass, lift up your heads, because your redemption draweth nigh. You know?
all happening is not entirely clear, but the late naval intelligence whistleblower William Cooper believed that he knew the answer.
Israel was created as the instrument to bring about the Battle of Armageddon and the fulfillment of prophecy, a war that will be so terrible.
Exactly. Okay, and we read that with what? Albert Pike's plan. Okay? But we also showed you that that's written out in the book of Revelation. Okay, and also I got a precept. I forgot to bring this one out. You know, but the Spirit told me to bring it out now. Because he said it. He pretty much quoted the precept without quoting it, you know? To Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse, let's go down, verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. This is really the counsel of the Most High, because the Most High controls everything. Satan works for the Most High. See, these elites, they're consulting Satan, sacrificing to demons, things of that nature, okay? Not realizing that Satan works for the Most High, okay? And he's deceiving them, okay? So the counsel all goes back to the Most High, man. Therefore he the counsel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that he had taken against Babylon, the west, and his purposes that he proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock, you know, the FJs, small hats, shall draw them out. Shall draw out who? The west. Okay. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Both of those lands are going to be hit with nukes. But the difference is the west is not going to ever be inhabited again. Prophecy says that we will get our land back, and we will possess it, and we will inherit it. All right, from the Nile to Euphrates, okay?
where nuclear weapons will be used, so that the American citizens and the other people in the world will get down on their knees and beg for no more war. And what is the answer to that? They're going to be told the only way we can guarantee no more war is if we destroy the sovereignty of nations and we come together as one humanity in a one world government.
Right.
Reporting for InfoWars, this is Greg Reese.
All right, with that, I pray this has been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Say shalom to the elect.